I had a little accident. I broke my nose doing work around the house. When my son, Matt, was alive, he and I had a competition. We'd each broken our noses twice. And every once in a while, one of us would pull ahead of the other and the other would tie it back up again. But when Matt was laying in the hospital, soon to die of the brutal beating he'd sustained, one of his many injuries was a broken nose. Matt's third. One more than me. Now I've restored the tie. We'd like to thank you all for coming here this morning. We hope you enjoy the bench. There's a plaque that reads, Matthew Wayne Shepard, December 1st, 1976 to October 12th, 1998. Beloved son, brother, and friend. He continues to make a difference. Peace be with him and all who sit here. Thank you.
Jean Pratt, who was Russell Henderson's Mormon home teacher. Russell was excommunicated from the Mormon church after the murder, but Mr. Pratt remained close to the family. I asked him how Russell's doing 10 years later.
We hear of cases all the time of people who came to their senses because of some tragedy in their life, and it turns them around, and it can happen. I think that has happened in his case, but you shouldn't just take my word for it. You should go see for yourself.
Mr. Pratt then did something he hadn't been willing to do 10 years earlier.
I'll call Lucy, Russell's grandmother, and set up a chance for you two to meet, but it will be up to Lucy.
A few days later, Lee and I sit down with Lucy in her home.
She was much older and frailer than the woman we'd seen be the statement at Russell's sentencing 10 years earlier.
On her wall, there were pencil sketchings of Jesus, finely drawn, intimately detailed.
Russell did those drawings. Aren't they something? I tried to send him some pencils and some sketchbooks, but he can't have art supplies where he's at now in Virginia. When he was in Rollins, he could. He got his GED in Rollins, too. And he signed up to take college classes, chose his courses, got his books sent, and was all excited. And then they told him, all right, it's time for you to be transferred again. And so he never did get to do that.
Miss Thompson, we would very much like to meet with Russell. Do you think he would talk to us?
I don't know. You can try writing to him, and I'll let him know that we talked today. He calls me pretty regularly, but it will be up to him. Company member Lee Fondakowski.
This morning, Greg and I decided to hit the university, where Matthew Shepard was once a student, to talk with the next generation about how they see things now.
Company member Greg Perotti.
I see a young couple getting into their car. Can I ask you, did you happen to attend the bench dedication for Matthew Shepard?
Excuse me?
For who? For Matthew Shepard. Do you remember him, or what happened to him?
I don't know anything about him.
You never heard anything?
Well, I mean, I heard the name, but that's about it.
And you?
I heard that he was homosexual and he was murdered. He got put somewhere, like on a post somewhere, and was murdered.
And how long have you been at the university?
2 years.
And you?
Yeah, 2 years.
I know what really happened. I've talked to people. I know what really happened. It was drugs.
And I looked at her and I said, you were 8 when Matt was killed. How the hell do you know what happened? You were 8 and not living in this town. But somehow, you know?